it's only right, isn't it, that we start in Birmingham. This is where we started the band, and relaunching the album here on the day of the single release, actually. It's great, you know. We just flew in from Germany, and then this evening we go up to London and do the same thing there.
Why not now?
We're struggling with questions that begin with why. Yes. Because it couldn't have been any other time. It was just the way it was, that we all came to a place where I think independently of each other, we thought, wow, it'd be really good if we could pull that together. And then we met each other at the right times, and it just happened that way.
You just calm down. It's so exciting.
You know, the idea, I think, had been put in our heads a lot by the media. You know, we do interviews, and there would always be this kind of embarrassing bit at the end when the interviewer would kind of lean over to me and Nick and try and pretend Warren wasn't there and go, "Is there any chance of the original five getting back together?" So it was already there, and the phone calls happened. And we arrived in a wonderful place. When we had this big room that we got us to in the south of France, and just set up the gear, started playing, and it sounded like Duran Duran right from the word go. And I think we were smart enough to let the music lead us. We didn't try to push it in any direction. As the planet turns into the light, something more than dreams do. Watch out for each other, 'cause we know what it means to be alive.
Hi.
Well, I used to like him in the early 80s, and I sort of got back into him again after I met my wife, and she's absolutely phenomenal. I was there in the early days, rum runner.
I'm blown away. What can I say? Fantastic. I mean, it started when I was a youngster, and to be this close to them was just amazing. But to actually be, you know, standing next to Simon and holding his hand and getting his autograph, I mean, it's brilliant. My day's made. I'm chuffed. You guys look after it. It's nice to do that. You're really getting in there, isn't he? And he's standing there shaking all the hands. I mean, when we were youngsters, we used to like stand outside the hotels and all that, but not actually that close. And, you know, I'm never going to wash my shoulder. It's wonderful, wonderful.
I think in our own minds we'll always be the biggest band in the world.
No, there's no pressure. There's no pressure, you know, just pressure to sort of getting along and doing what's in front of us, you know, and have a good time doing it.
We're quite driven by that, actually. The fact that we're so big then kind of drives us now, because we don't want to be overshadowed by what happened then. So we're much more conscious now that everything has to be great, you know.
So he's just completely contradicted what I just said.
Yeah,
so
I'm going to add something completely confusing to it as well, which is what it did was it meant that we had a great place to start from.
To your life.
was the tip of a very large iceberg. I mean, it's a very
that's a new one, right?
yeah, that's a new. I just thought of that one.